Oh, and then nigga been asleep for too long.
In the early morning hours of Valentine's Day 2019, a woman named Olivia Jones walked the aisles of a local supermarket known as HEB Plus in preparation for dinner with her husband, Chris. As she gathered the ingredients, she observed a bouquet of pink and red roses, colors that symbolize tenderness and passion. As Olivia exited the store with the roses in her cart, she was unaware that in less than 40 minutes, she would be dead. A horrible consequence of so-called toxic love. The police would find her on her bedroom floor in a quiet neighborhood in Beaumont, Texas. 11 minutes earlier, her loving husband, Chris, dialed 911.
Beaumont 911, what is the address of your emergency?
Olivia! Please, hurry. Customer safety good.
Tell me what's going on.
I'm at home with my head shot in the head. Please,
Somebody shot in the head.
my wife, please.
Tell me, where is she shot?
In the head.
Okay, where in the head?
Take it in the window.
Okay.
Cops be asking the most dumbest shit.
The bleeding.
As soon as the call disconnected, officers headed on their way to the Beaumont,
The man
Texas home of
said she been
Chris
shot in the head. This nigga gonna say
at
where she
5575
get shot at on her head. Like,
At
nigga.
8:55 a.m., they arrived. Officer Otis Butler was met by a
It's like,
familiar
nigga, like,
face
bro, how
who
big is the
Crystal
head?
Ray
Like, bro,
Jones, who was visibly
nigga talking about some how,
Officer Butler was
where she
close
get
friends
shot at
with
on her
Chris and
head.
his wife, Olivia. His
Why
body
does it
cam was
matter?
rolling while
She
Chris
got shot
urged
in the
the
head.
officers to hurry into the house.
What's good?
As alluded to earlier, the officers made their way to the bedroom and found Olivia lying on the floor.
Sir. Okay. Sit back.
What's good?
Olivia was found face down with a gunshot wound to the back of her head. Astonishingly, she was still breathing. When the officers rolled her over, they discovered that the bullet had pierced through her right eye. The room she was found in was covered in blood, with spatter all over the walls. The paramedics arrived, and while they tended to Olivia, the police secured the area. Officer Butler had
cow.
Chris walk him through the events. Find your perfect stay with the booking.com.
Damn. What is that? Is that Japanese or Chinese? Cause I be getting those mixed up. When people be typing like that, I be getting that mixed up.
Up to the shooting.
What happened? We had a disagreement.
I'm trying to see why I seen them writing from.
We've been working on this. I say, we've been doing this. My 19-year-old stepdaughter was 8.
I think it might be like Japanese or something.
We can't be together. We got several police, and I say, I just want a divorce. And her reaction was, she got the gun? I said, give me the gun. She like, I don't remember which hand. I'm like, give me that gun. What is you doing? Stop trying to scare me. I took it. So when you grabbed it, it went off. She yanked. I grabbed it, and she yanked back. And the gun went off. The gun went off.
Chris's story immediately set off red flags. How could such a large man be overpowered by his
Oh,
significantly
South
smaller
Korea.
wife? Chris dropped to his knees
Hey,
in
that's
anguish,
tough,
but
though.
there were no tears as he
I
asked
got
Officer
friends
Butler
in
if he could
South
go check
Korea.
on
That's
Olivia.
tough. I respect people from all countries. You know what I'm saying?
Is she alive? Yeah, she is. Still goddamn man.
Cause as long as you cool and chill, fuck it.
She was talking. She wasn't talking.
What's good, what's good, what's good?
Like, don't go in there, sir. Sir, I need you to stay right here with me.
I was about to say, I need to find my vape.
Upon learning that Olivia was still breathing, Chris's reaction seemed strangely devoid of
He
relief
said
or
free powder
happiness.
from...
Another red flag for Officer Butler. Back
I ain't gonna
inside
lie,
the home,
free
Olivia's
everybody,
wounds
free
proved to be
everybody.
fatal,
You know what I'm
and just
saying?
after 9 a.m.,
I don't
she
wish
was
nothing on
pronounced dead.
nobody.
Officers searched the rest of the home and noticed that in addition to the surveillance cameras installed on the exterior of the house, there were 2 more cameras mounted in the living room, monitoring
All
the
Marines.
interior of the house as well. They also discovered the gun that Olivia
I
was shot with,
respect
a
everybody, you know what I'm
9mm
saying?
pistol covered in blood.
If I ain't
However,
did, they ain't
found it
did nothing to
strange
me,
that the gun
then
was in a different room from where the
I ain't
shooting
got no
took
problem
place.
with
If Olivia was holding the gun when it went off, how did it end up in a different room? The only logical answer was that Chris must have moved it. Following this discovery, the officers decided that the best course of action was to
Facts.
detain Chris until they had a better understanding of
Like,
what really happened. As
if I
Chris was
ain't
getting
beefing with
handcuffed,
nobody, if
his
you ain't got no
19-year-old
problem with
daughter,
me, I ain't got
Ariel,
no problem
arrived
with
at
you.
the house. She had
I'm
already
one of
been
them people that,
contacted
you
by
know what I'm
Chris, who
saying?
told her what had happened.
I
She
stay
was clearly
silent until you
devastated.
talk to me. Like somebody can see me in person, if they just talk, by the way that they sounding, that's how I'm gonna go off. If they sounding
The officers tried
disrespectful,
to console Ariel.
I'm either gonna try to ease the situation or motherfucking get disrespectful back. But 9 times out of 10, you trying to get disrespectful. So I'm gonna try to ease the situation. But if he ain't going, then I'm gonna have to get disrespectful.
He claims he reached for the gun to try to get it from her. And when he reached for it and they struggle over it, boom.
At that moment,
A
Olivia's
saline.
sister Angela arrived at the scene.
You know what a
and Ariel
saline
once again
is?
broke out into
It's
hysterics.
kind of like a Lamborghini, but it got the little antenna popping up the top of the front, and they got the suicide doors. That's the dream car right there. A saline.
That actually interviewed Sarah.
When the detectives finally arrived at the station, they started Chris's interview by asking him what caused the argument. He said that he felt as if Olivia wasn't pulling her weight in the relationship.
I am very particular. If you're that's true. I am very particular. You strive for the best for people. I work really hard. And I don't make excuses for myself. And I don't accept excuses for anybody else.
After telling her that he wanted a divorce, she went to the bedroom and grabbed the gun.
What did you say?
Baby, you serious? Really? This is not gonna solve anything. Okay. You know, this is not, you do not want to do that.
He said, bigger.
Freaking gun down. Before you make a mistake and hurt yourself. She was crying. She was crying.
Chris handed over his cell phone, which had access to the home security camera footage.
Say, if you want to access just that camera, you touch that. And that's just that camera. Okay? Look, you follow what I'm saying? So far, let's go back to devices. Yes, sir. And everything is labeled. Carport, backyard, front door, back door, laundry room.
I ain't gonna lie, shout out to all the people that's still in this live, you know what I'm saying?
The police examined this footage, hoping to corroborate Chris's story. At 8:41 a.m., Olivia can be seen going about her morning routine in the kitchen. Then, all of a sudden, the footage cuts out. 3 minutes later, at 8:44 a.m., the video is back up, and Chris is captured frantically pacing around the house while on the phone with 911. 11 minutes later, at 8:55 a.m., the responding officers can be seen entering the residence. That means that Olivia must have been shot during this 3-minute gap in the footage. In the interrogation room, Chris was asked why this footage was missing. He claimed that he had no idea.
We're still trying to pull up these videos here, okay? Why would your video record it I don't know. It should be. Everybody in that house should be on there. But like I said, the internet, you can go through days and it pretty much does here. We shouldn't have bought that. You just keep, like, you can pick whatever day you want and it's never going to be consistent. That's why I said it was a waste of money. Well, I'm wanting desperately to find some video on here that corroborates what you're telling us, but almost all the videos start right after this event happened.
Chris had a bunch of excuses, from internet problems to not charging the camera properly. But at this point, the detectives
So you
were
shot
taking
your wife and then
anything
you
Chris
trying to blame
said
it on
with
the
a grain
camera?
of salt. It seemed more
Tough.
likely that Chris, the only one with access to the footage, had tampered with it. Since they did not have the video, they had Chris reenact the moment that he tried to disarm Olivia.
Now go ahead and do my initial towards it. Forgive me. Okay, and I go. I'm sorry.
You're good.
No, you're good.
I
I'm
was the
sorry.
chair.
I'm sorry. You're fine.
Like the chair.
I'm reliving it. Are you? I'm reliving it. So she should be shot in the back of her right head. Did you feel me twist your? Did you feel me twist
Back here.
Did you feel me twist your? I twisted.
With each question asked, it seems as if Chris was improvising the answer, actively trying to make the puzzle pieces fit together, rather than telling the truth. The detectives ended their initial interview feeling more suspicious of Chris than ever. They then moved on to other members of the family, starting with Olivia's sister, Angela.
Olivia Jones is your sister, right? We've been talking a lot lately. We talk every day. I drop her baby to her at the tax office. She's always been timid about everything. But she was the type that whatever went on in their home, she would keep it there.
Kind of a
Private person.
Yeah.
She loved her baby so much that she had to live for them. She would never.
Angela went on to reveal the extent of Chris's control over Olivia.
She can't talk.
I hate a controlling
certain
person.
time.
You know what I'm saying?
He controlled the finances.
Look,
He never wanted to be in the presence of her
if
family.
a shorty up here and you got a dude that's controlling, you need to leave that relationship ASAP.
She would have to step off.
They be the most dangerous women for controlling.
And all you could hear was him screaming and yelling at his phone. His character is agitation. Like, his character
Like,
is.
I don't care if y'all on good terms, bad
Just don't
terms.
get it.
You need to leave that shit
That's
ASAP.
all she wanted.
Because
My sister
a man
was
should not be
very tight.
controlling no
All
female
she
in this
wanted
type
was
of
to be
generation.
loved.
Because
All
we is
she
at the generation where
loved
now
was
the shit is
like
equal.
she loved her babies.
You got motherfucking
She
female
wanted to live for
bodybuilders,
her
like,
babies.
To make matters worse, Chris's
What's
ex-wife
good, what's good,
Letitia,
what's
who we
good?
initially met back in 1999, corroborated his pattern of controlling and aggressive behavior.
he started controlling her in 1999 and it's 2015. 2025.
It was just like a constant fight. Like he strangled me, choked me out, drugged me through the house.
He choked her and drugged her to the house. Man, he would've got shot.
One time he
I'm
beat
trying
my
to tell you.
hand. He had this bite marks in my hand.
Let one of my family members say that their boyfriend or something put their hands on
the
him.
house not clean.
You ain't gonna be seeing him no
He
more.
told me that he would kill me if I was to ever leave him.
It is 1:16,
The reason I never said.
but most people be like it's like 3:16 or 4:16 or something like that. Cause you know what I'm saying, Cali they like 3 hours behind.
When I felt in my heart that he would kill me.
And most damning of all were the allegations made by Olivia's daughter Arielle during her interview. She explained what it was like living at the house with her mom and Chris.
One time they were arguing and I heard her say she couldn't breathe.
Austin 3:16, you know what I'm saying?
Bruises
Stone
on
Cold.
her. It broke her down to the point where
If y'all ain't know, I collect my figures. You know what I'm
you won't
saying?
be nothing without me. Stuff like that.
I got hella figures.
Everybody knows my mama. Everybody knows my mama.
I got like over 60 something
With
figures,
each person
probably 80.
interviewed, the allegations against Chris were stacking higher.
I'm gonna give you this designer bag if you can prove to me that you know your finances.
Well, let's do it.
How many subscriptions?
And higher. They doubled back with him, urging him to tell the truth about what actually happened to the missing footage.
Non-stop videos. I'm guilty. No, I deleted those videos. I'm guilty.
Not if you say right now. What you just say? Well, I freaked out. Okay, I did some stuff I shouldn't have done. Is that one of them?
Yes.
How many did you delete?
I don't know, honestly.
Okay.
I'm just afraid of being blamed for somebody.
Same to you, you know what I'm saying? Everybody have a best day.
While the
I hope
confession was a
everybody
much
don't.
needed win for the detectives, there
Let
was
me
still no
rephrase that. I
trace of
hope
those horrific
everybody
3 minutes
don't
of
let
footage.
nobody
However, the detectives did their due
make their day
diligence. They
negative.
spent the days combing through all available footage from the house to see for
Because
themselves
negative
what
people,
daily life
they
was
don't
like
get
for the
nothing
Jones
positive
family.
in life.
In these recordings,
They don't
the
get
true
nothing.
nature
They
of
don't
Chris
get
and
nowhere
Olivia's
far in
relationship
life
was on full
by
display.
being negative.
They ain't gonna be looking stupid. Look on the floor. Look on the floor. Look on the floor, Mike. Look on the floor. Look on the floor. Look on the floor. Look on that. You how do I stand like that? I'm not paying attention.
Okay, leave.
You was worried about the son of a bitch a minute ago. That's your mother. Look at me like that, bitch. I'm not playing with you. Lazy. You want to do some shit, not enough? Get here. You got all the goddamn answers. You don't do a goddamn thing around this body. It's your ass, bitch. Clean this, that's clean.
I didn't want to. I had they fell on the floor, so I didn't want to reuse them.
You look at it. You don't pay attention to what I'm doing. You all over the place, Olivia. You ain't got the chance to play no. Food on the wall. Who you running now? Me? Hell yeah, I don't live here. It's you. It always been you.
Chris would take any chance that he could to bully Olivia, constantly putting her worth into question, even humiliating her in front of her own daughter.
When I got the show ass, you didn't have a job. You collected unemployment. You just had coffee. And most men in this world want a woman that got what? You wouldn't be doing it if I wouldn't have got upset. You would have bagged it.
It's crazy, like, bro, why are you arguing with her mother in front of her daughter? Like, bro, I will smack 5 from your ass.
This footage shed light on Chris's true colors and confirmed the allegations of abuse from Olivia's family.
My
Detectives
goddamn.
also looked into Chris's criminal records and discovered that he had a history of violent charges, including multiple assaults in 1996 and a domestic assault in 1998, which landed him in
Nigga
jail
goddamn
for a brief
head
period of
lopsided
time,
as fuck.
even though
One
they were
side
still
going
waiting
down,
for
one side
ongoing
going up
forensic
like that.
analysis results. Authorities
Rocky Mountain
believe that
ass
they had enough
forehead.
evidence to place charges against Chris.
News this morning, a Beaumont man is now facing murder charges in a Valentine's Day shooting of his wife. Police say this man, Christopher Ray Jones, who worked as a correctional counselor at the Beaumont Federal
Nigga
Prison,
look like one of them
killed
little
his wife,
ugly ass
Olivia.
builder bears.
Chris was charged with first-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter in April of 2019. But unexpectedly, within 24 hours after being charged, he was released on a $150,000 bond and was put under house arrest with a GPS monitor.
Now a man charged with murdering his wife is back at their home.
40-year-old Christopher Ray
So he
Jones
got
was
released
arrested
after
and charged
murdering
with
his
shooting
wife?
in the face on
This
Valentine's
nigga
Day.
stupid.
His bond was set at $150,000. He paid and is now out.
Many taking to social media to voice their concerns, stating things like,
That's
"Can't
what I'm saying,
believe
like, how
he's
the hell
out
you
on
get out
$150,000
on a
bond. That's crazy.
$150,000
What's
bond
wrong
after
with
you
our
done killed
system?"
somebody?
And can't believe they
Like,
would make his bond so low that he got out. He should
but they
not
over
be
here
walking the
goddamn
streets.
giving
While
Melly
out
the
of bail,
hardest time
Christopher
on
was
earth when
allowed
he
to
killed his
continue operating
motherfucking
the
wife
Jones family business,
and
a
point
food
blank
truck
range
called One
and
Plate at a Time.
motherfucking
The judge
get
allowed Chris to work while out on
$150,000
bail
bond.
since the food truck is directly beside his home. However, this decision was controversial amongst Olivia's family and the community. They knew Chris was the only person with Olivia at the time of her death, and they all seemed to believe that he had killed her.
This food truck on Concord Road in Beaumont is a hot topic on social media. It's not generating rave reviews from many, but condemnation from a grieving family.
I don't see how would anyone want to support someone who murdered their wife on Valentine's Day, which is a day that we are supposed to celebrate.
So this
love.
nigga started a
And the
food
day
truck?
that she was going to celebrate that with him, he decides to take her life.
Chris's image was tainted even further when the results from the crime lab came in. The bloodstain patterns at the crime scene indicated that the gunshot wound could not have happened in the way that Chris described it. Additionally, investigators found no gunshot residue on Olivia's hands, indicating that there was no way she was holding the gun when it went off. There was, however, gunshot residue on Chris's hands and clothing. Despite all of the evidence pointing towards Chris, he pled not guilty to his charges. But before his trial would take place, Olivia's family held a gathering to honor her memory.
This Valentine's Day, purple and red balloons filled Rogers Park.
Purple means domestic violence, and red was one of her favorite colors.
1 year ago today, Joshua Simmons lost his sister.
Valentine's Day was one of her favorite holidays.
I would give almost anything to have her back right now.
What's this year been like for you and your family?
If you can wrap it up in one word, it would be frustrating.
Frustrated with the fact that Jones isn't behind bars. Now the family wants to raise awareness for domestic violence, but more than anything, they want justice for Olivia.
We want him to spend the rest of his life in prison, while my sister spend the rest of her life in the grave.
I ain't gonna lie, that's the least they could have did was keep that nigga in fucking jail. They let this nigga free. Man, I hope somebody see this nigga and goddamn run his ass over or something. Like, no cap. Cause ain't no way in hell your ass killed your wife and now you think you about to get away with it. Fuck. Like, wherever this shit at, bro, these cops dumb as fuck. Why the hell is you giving a person that killed his wife a fucking bond? Like, that nigga need no fucking bond. Like, bro, what the fuck? Dumbass cops. Like, bro, stop trying to get everybody the pity plea. Like, damn. Nigga that already been arrested in 1996. Why the fuck is y'all giving this nigga a fucking bond? He's already a previous convict. Like, cops just be making the dumbest fucking moves. They got there and see what their supervisors say, and motherfucking the supervisor be, oh, give him a bond, da-da-da. Like, the fuck, and the supervisor don't even be knowing shit. The supervisor just said give him a bond or don't give him a bond. Like, bro, they just sit on their ass all day. The tea room. Oh, I say what I said. They just posted. Corey arrested with $200,000 bond and no money to obtain a lawsuit.
No new kid, new me. You're already the main character. Because this ain't about anybody else. This is all about you. Unlock your main character energy at My Protein. Hello?
Have you met them yet?
Met who?
Oh yeah, I remember you. Whiskey, you know what I'm saying?
So Corey has officially been booked in a Harris County facility. As you can see here, his booking date was yesterday, January 16th. Corey turned himself in around 7 p.m. last night. Now, according to court documents, it appears
he
that
turned
Corey
himself
has
in
a
at 7
bond
p.m.
set
Friday.
at $100,000. Now, I'm not sure if that's just for one case, since he does have two, which would make it $200,000 bond. Now, if you guys are not familiar with bonds, when you go to a bail's bondsman, they normally require you to put down like 10%. So in order for Corey to get out, it appears that he's going to have to put up $20,000.
That's tough. That's fire.
And it doesn't
you know
appear that Corey obtained his own lawyer because he was signed
Hearing
a
that,
public
shit tough.
defender. Now, there's a lot of back stigma about public defenders because, of course, a lot of them help the courts out. So they really just want you to plead guilty, and so they can get over with the case and be on to the next one. They're not really there to fight for you. Now, I don't want to talk bad on all public defenders because I'm not really familiar with them, but I'm just telling you guys what most people think about public defenders. But it doesn't appear that Corey has the money to pay for a lawyer. I mean, according to the financial documents that were filed with the court, he doesn't have any monthly income coming in right now.
So Corey Pritchard just got arrested, you know what I'm saying? Well, he turned himself in. Now he can't afford to pay for a lawyer. And this bond is set at like $200,000, which I don't think nobody gonna pay at $200,000.
Now, if you can see, his total income is $0. So now, an affidavit of financial condition for a criminal case is a sworn statement that lists a defendant's assets, debts, and income, and it's a key document in a criminal case and may be used to determine if a defendant is eligible for a court-appointed counsel, which Corey does have because he was appointed that public defender. So now, according to these public documents, states that Corey is living in Katy, Texas with a friend or family. He's been there for 3 years, so stating that he's full-time employed as a content creator. He's been employed for 9 years and 7 months, doesn't have any debts or assets. But now Corey has previously stated that he had real estate in Alabama. So I'm wondering what happened to all that, because that's not listed here on these financial conditions. Now, another document that was posted,
I knew
is
this was
the
going
court
dead because I
directive
was like, why is
order.
it like
As you
that?
can see here, the other is check, stating that electronic monitoring device shall be installed prior to defendant's release from Harris County custody. Now, if you guys don't know what that means, it means that if Corey is released on bond, then he will probably or will be wearing an ankle monitor so they can know where he's at all times. Now, there are a lot of conditions to having to wear an ankle monitor. One being that you have to be in at a certain time, being that they give him a curfew. And sometimes that curfew is like 6, 7 o'clock the evening. So now they also filed paperwork with bond conditions. So let's just read all that would apply to Corey. First states, defendant shall personally appear in court on time every time this case is set on the court's docket, unless the judge waives the appearance. Another one states, defendant shall commit no crime and shall not engage in any conduct that could result in his arrest. Another one that is checked here states, defendant is to surrender his or her passport for temporary deposit with the treasurer or register of the court as instructed by supervising agency, and provide the agency with proof of that surrender. So that means that Corey will have to give up his passport, so he will no longer be able to travel out of the country. Now let's look at what they have listed as his travel restrictions. It says, defendant travel is restricted as follows. Must remain within Harris County, Texas, and its surrounding counties: Brazoria, Chambers, Fort Bend, Galveston, Liberty, Montgomery, and Waller. A request to travel outside these counties must be submitted to your supervising officer at least 2 business days prior to your planned travel date. So looks like Corey will be stuck in Houston until he can get this case resolved. Now, it also states defendant must not possess or consume marijuana or any controlled substance or dangerous drug unless obtained a prescription for the defendant issued by a medical doctor. Defendant will provide a copy of all such prescriptions to his supervising officer in advance. Also states defendant must not use or possess a firearm. Defendant is required to submit to an EM, which is an electric monitor, which would be the ankle monitor. States here, the EM will be installed prior to release from Harris County custody. calendar days of the defendant's release on bond, defendant must sign any required agreements,
that's what that is. Oh, LGBTQ.
and maintenance services, and comply with
Yeah, I know
monitoring
what that is.
protocols as instructed by the supervising agency. So now these were the documents that were listed with the courts. Now, hopefully, Corey is able to obtain his own attorney and not have a public defender defending him. But I know Corey did state at one point that his case was so solid that he could really defend himself. So maybe that's why he chose to go the public defender route. But then again, lawyers do come with a hefty price tag, and it appears that Corey is in some deep trouble with the courts. Now, I will keep you guys updated if Corey does make bail. Again, it looks like he has to put up $20,000. Now, there too, before he turned himself in or if he was captured, no one really knows yet, but he did put out the video of himself recording on that day of November 23rd after he thought that those girls were trying to set him up.
I got gay friends, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with it.
You know what I'm saying?
As long as they act normal, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So these two white girls,
As long as they be themselves, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
they trying to set me up. One of the dudes or whatever.
Don't try to be overly zesty. Don't try to be trying to be too hard. None of that.
It's just crazy as fuck. How like,
You know what I'm saying?
well, the sermon is high. You can take everything that's going on. You feel what I'm saying? Wow. God is so good. They try to pin me for some shit. They ain't got nothing to do with it. God is so good. I'm telling you. Camera right here.
That's good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna call my boy and we'll put some people right.
It's a good thing that you accept yourself. You know what I'm saying? Most people can't accept themselves.
For anyone
Shade room.
Goodness gracious. Bricks never know. I'm not gonna but again, y'all don't really like the parts, y'all don't like waiting, y'all want the whole full story time at once, and guess what? Today just might be your lucky day. This story time will be the full story time, no parts.
See you later.
All the details in one big jumbo post. I know y'all like that, huh? I can y'all over there like, yes, about time. I've been waiting. I hate the part. Don't worry, I got you. Y'all been showing a lot of love. Y'all been showing a lot of support. So you know what I'm like? It's my turn to do y'all a favor for once. One full story time. That won't hurt nobody. Let's get into it. I just feel like it never ceases to amaze me how funny it is the way life work out sometimes. You know, like the odds of this situation happening to anybody. I know it has to be at least 1 in a million because it's like, how? Why? Did we? How did? Okay, without further ado, let's jump right to the story time, y'all. I can't wait no more. First of all, let's go with names. The girl I was dating at the time, let's call her Patty, short for pathological liar. Yes. We'll get to another name a little later on in the story, but right now, all y'all need to know is me, of course, and Patty. Me and Patty met on social media. I was on photography at the time, and one of my good friends was just, sharing my posts. So people to book with me. I'm a great photographer, things like that. Cute. We love a supportive friend. Next thing you know, I get a follow from Patty. I go on her Instagram. She's obviously, like into modeling, very aesthetic-y type of girl. She's cute. She got all the things going on. Cute. She follows me. I follow her back. Don't really, say anything, whatever like that. Until maybe a week later, she slides up in my DM and say, hey, I see you're a photographer. I'm trying to book you. Hearing that was like music to my ears because, of course, I'm just not starting off. So, of course, I would like to build my clientele. So, good, you want to shoot with me? Let's set something up. Easy. So I'm asking her, you know, a time and date. If she has a specific location, you know, I'm waiting on her to send back the details. She goes, look, while I got your attention, I'm not really trying to do a photo shoot with you. I want to book you, but I want to book you to spend time with me, if that's okay. I ain't gonna lie, it was smooth. You know, the way she shot her shot, I really like that, whatever. At that time, I was not dealing with anyone.
I thought I
on a
had to take
serious
the
level.
trash out.
I was talking to a couple of people, maybe going on a couple of days, but I wasn't locked in relationship-wise. Shit. One thing about me, if you flirt with me and I like you back, oh, I'm about to really turn my flirting up because you think you cannot flirt me? Nah, so she said all this cute stuff. I'm sending back the cute stuff, and I'm like, all right, well, you know, put your money where your mouth at. Let's link up. You ready? Now, in my mind, Patty, of course, she's an amazing girl. You know, she looks really good, stuff like that. As I'm talking to her, I'm really starting to, you know, realize she has a lot going on for herself. I really like her determination. I love her mindset. Mindset is a big thing for me. But in all, you know, naturality, I'm just like, you know, I'm not really thinking too much of it. It's just another little date that I've been, you know, kind of going on for the past couple of months. Kim. Boy, was I wrong, y'all. Patty blew my mind. First day vibe, she Ubers me to the
Sometimes the
location.
motherfucker be coming on Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
It's just like she just walked out, like,
They be taking a break.
I was highly impressed. Especially my previous day, I was telling her about, we kind of laughing about, I was on a date with a girl and I felt like she wore like a Nike jumpsuit, like jogging suit. Time first date, I had booked us a very nice restaurant. I felt like, you know, me and her was talking for some time. She always dresses really nice, posts pictures. So for her to like show up in like a jogging suit, it really blew me. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. The whole day. We'll get into that another story time. We need to hurry up and cook Patty on up. Get on up out of here, okay? So cool. One thing about Patty, she knows how to do a date. Like she made me feel so comfortable. She made sure she pays attention to what I like to eat, the type of scenery I like to be around. She just made every moment of that date so special. And y'all, I'm like, you know what? I just might like Patty a little more than I thought I would. I'm just telling the truth. At first, I'm like, you know, it's just another day. She's just going to be another girl. Who cares? But Patty was starting to grow on me real fast. It got to the point where I was having so much
some
fun.
cookies,
I definitely did not
and
want the date to end. I could not keep my eyes off Patty. She was giving great eye contact. She's a great listener. I love the way she was just, you know, just paying attention to me. Everything. She was just checking off all the check marks, all the boxes. She had it. Bam, 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 bam. 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend. Oh, but not again. You just wait till I get to the end of this. You just hold on. But for right now, I do have to give Patty her credit. Everything was good. Everything was awesome. Let's just clap it up in the chat for Patty right now. But let's hold the applause until I finish. We left the day. We even sat inside her car talking for hours, y'all. She was giving me tips and tricks. She's like, you know, I have this other photographer friend. He does this. I'll invite you to one of the shoots. You guys can do business together. I really like the fact that she was putting me on some money. Like, it wasn't just all flirty. Oh, I want to sleep with you. I want to kiss you. She wasn't pushy at all. We had fun. We laughed a little. We talked about business. We just got to really know each other. And from my previous dating experience, like kind of a little bit before Patty, y'all, it was awful. I just felt like this has to be a joke. Somebody is pranking me. Somebody is punking me. But don't worry. Like I said, we'll do another story time. But I'm just saying, Patty, at that moment, to me, she was like a breath of fresh air. I was really enjoying her. Okay, so we talking. Patty's like, look, I don't want to keep you out, you know, all night or whatever, because I did tell her that I had a shoot. Someone had booked me or whatever. She's like, I'm going to give you an Uber home. Let me know when you get home. Yeah, I really like the fact that she wasn't just so pushy. I feel like sometimes, especially these days, girls, they're just so like, oh, I want to sleep with you. I want to get with you. Like, post me, this, that. She was just so chill. She was cool, calm, collected, and I was really digging that type of vibe. Me and Patty talking to my Uber ride.
From live, you know what I'm saying?
Continue to text.
You already know.
Like, hey, you know, I'm at home. I had an amazing time with you. You know, thank you. I feel like I really needed that. I appreciate all the tips and tricks or whatever.
You already know.
My info, or you can send him mine, whatever the case may be, because I'm definitely looking forward to linking with photographers. Everything was good. I went to sleep with a big smile on my face. I was smiling from here to heaven. I'm like, you know what? Thank God for Patty, okay? But I will soon figure out, God didn't send this. This not nothing that God doing. I don't know. Patty did not come from up there. Patty came from down there. Y'all, I woke up the next morning and my first thought was Patty. I could not stop thinking about her. I'm getting ready. I'm thinking about her. We're texting. I woke up to a nice little good morning text. She sent me like a pretty little selfie. Y'all, was like, oh my God. Here I am saying, like, you know what? I'm about to focus on my business, focus on my bag. I'm not interested in being in a relationship. But I'm not going to lie, it was making me feel some type of way because it's like, is it too early to ask Patty? Is she talking to somebody else besides me? Chat, right here, right now. How long do y'all wait before you ask somebody, like, look, am I the only person you're talking to? Do y'all even ask that question?
That's like the first thing I asked when I'm like, is you in a relationship? Like, you got a man.
You mind, and that's that. But also at the same time, time, y'all, I did not want to run Patty away. I felt like I was trying to do all the right things because in turn, I felt like she was doing all the right things. So it's only right that I reciprocate that energy. Y'all, get to my photo shoot. At that time, I was running out of studio. I had already told, like, Patty, where it was going to be at. I was telling her the thing, just kind of letting her know, what I do for work and, everything, my plans for the next day, right? So while I get there, I'm walking through the lobby, getting ready to check in, and, the receptionist's like, hey, I have a package for you. And I'm a little shocked, so I'm like, are you sure it's for me? Like, it has my name on it or whatever? She's like, yeah, you're the only star here. You're the photographer. They made it, very clear that it was for you and you only. So I'm trying to think, like, maybe I missed something or maybe I forgot. Maybe I gave someone an address, here. I don't know. Maybe someone was sending something here, to be ahead for one of their shoots. I don't know what it was. That lady pulled out a thing, like an edible arrangement. It had, like, little flowers, balloons, chocolate-covered strawberries, a little teddy bear, all types of stuff, y'all. I'm like, who would send me this? None other than Patty. She do her big one again. She's like, look, I'm so proud of you. You're doing an amazing job. I can't wait to see you be one of the biggest photographers of the whole
See you later.
world.
You know what I'm saying?
Hope you have a good day. Text me afterwards. Y'all, at this point, I'm just like, wow. I don't know.
Hopefully I'm back on live tonight. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna be back on live like 5 a.m. type tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
I was impressed. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to impress me.
I work at 9:30 and I'm off at 5 a.m.
This girl was going hard. Day 2 already. You picked the first date, you planned the first date, you even paid for the first date. 1. Day 2, you remembered, my photo shoot, where was that, the time and all that, to be able to give me some edible arrangements. I told you I love fruit. You was telling me like, oh, she was kind of like asking me questions, but not so to like kind of give it away. She was like, do you like chocolate covered strawberries and like white chocolate? She was just asking me every little thing, paying attention to detail just so she could put stuff together for me. I was impressed. I was like, oh my God. I went on ahead and called her like, oh my God, you should have. She's like, no, you deserve it. You deserve so much more. Thank you for a great night. I had an awesome time. I too was needing that. I just want to show you how much I appreciate you. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Patty was talking the whole time. I'm already in my head. I'm thinking about us getting married. I'm thinking about us walking down that aisle. I'm thinking about us having a family. I'm thinking about us spending the rest of our life together. Patty, you had me hook, line, and sinker, baby. You had me. Let me calm down because we still don't. We not Team Patty around here. Y'all calm down in the comments. I know y'all probably like, yeah, I need me a Patty. No, you don't. Not so fast. Now, hold on. Let me tell you, at a moment, I really knew that I liked Patty, which was probably like 10 minutes later. When I went in, me and Patty got off the phone. I'm getting ready. I'm setting up for my photo shoot. The model comes in, she's talking. She's like, oh my God, that is so nice. That is so cute. Who sent you that? The minute I started telling other people about you and about how, like, I really love the type of person you are, this and that, that's how I know I like you. If I don't really like you, I really won't say anything about you to nobody. That's friends, that's family, to even strangers. I was talking about Patty with a total stranger. This is day 2 of us talking, y'all. Patty had me right where she wanted me. I'm not gonna lie. I just felt like when you endure like kind of like bad situations and stuff like that, and somebody comes along and they're doing everything right, I feel like it's kind of easy to kind of fall more towards them. Y'all really, Patty had me. I know I keep saying that, but it's just like, it's so crazy. I was like, dang, this is what I've been needing the whole time. I felt like she wasn't like overprotective. She wasn't needy. She wasn't insecure. She wasn't this and that. She wasn't, but I'm gonna tell you one thing she was. Let's get right on to the story. So boom, I had an amazing shoot. Me and the model, we was really vibing. She had a lot of followers on Instagram. She was making sure she posted and tagging me. And just from her shoot alone, I had got 5 more bookings to do photo shoots. So I was happy. It was a good day. Had my edible arrangements. And I told Patty, like, look, I have got to see you later. And this time it's on me. Yeah. Because one thing about me, we could go day for day. If you want to do this, I'm going to do that. If you think you're trying to one up on me with the romance stuff like that, nah. Don't worry though, Patty. I got this. Now, just like Patty, I too was paying attention. She was telling me how like she loves the sea, she loves the water, she loves the aquarium, this and that, but she haven't been in a while. So of course, the first thing I'm gonna do is take you to an aquarium. That's easy. So I got my plans together. Take her to the aquarium. We go out, for something nice to eat. She's a foodie. I'm a foodie. We both love to eat. Everything. Chill. She sends me her address. I got the flowers in the seat. I'm on my way over there, and y'all, I am still on cloud 9 from 2 days ago. I'm not gonna lie. It was still fresh and everything, I know, but it's like, I just cannot wait to be around this girl. I cannot wait to her vibe, her energy. Like, I love it. I feel like I low-key miss her when I don't even really know her like that. I want to hurry up and get to know her so it won't feel awkward when I ask her to marry me. All that shit, y'all. I was already there. I was already gone. I'm not gonna lie. So, boom, shakalaka, y'all. I picked Patty up. She loves the flowers. She's amazed. One thing about me, I know how to pick some flowers. We on our way. We pull up to the aquarium, and y'all, she's amazed. She's like, oh my God, you really listen. You really pay attention. Like, yeah, it's the least I can do. You know what I mean? Patty was like a kid in a candy store who walked up to the aquarium, and she was just like, oh my God, I love the animals. She's like, we really have to go and we have to see everything. I want to look at all the exhibits. I told Patty, like, look, it's your world, baby. I'm just living in it. Y'all, we was having a good time. I kept catching myself stare at Patty like, wow, I can really see myself being with this girl. I'm telling y'all, like, I had already idolized our whole life together in my head. So just when I thought I was about to playfully confess my feelings to Patty, she finally asked the golden question. I feel like this is the one question that started everything. After this, everything slowly started to go downhill. She asked me, so, you know, you seem to be this amazing person, you have this and that going on, whatever. Why are you single, Staryan? And I just let her know, like, you know, honestly, at that point in time, it was nothing just honestly bad. I just felt like me and other girls, I feel like once I was with them a certain amount of time, I just was realizing that we just wasn't good together. They are good people, you know, I had no type of ill will towards them, whatever. Things just didn't work out, basically. Like, that's the short form version of it. Things didn't work out, you know, I just kept it moving. Now, y'all ready? Because I asked Patty, I said, now, you asking me, but why are you single? You're thoughtful, you listen, you pay attention, you're beautiful, you have a lot going on. So I need to know right now, why is the infamous Patty single? Y'all ready? Here we go. She was like, honestly, it's because of this one ex. Like, I really hate to bring it up because it still traumatizes me to this day. He did me so wrong. He did all these horrible things toward me. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. You seem like an amazing person. I'm really, like, I hate that you had to go through that, Patty. Like, I really do. Y'all, she would not stop talking about that. I felt like the whole date turned into me and her getting to know each other, to her telling me about this one ex. And it's just this one particular ex that ruined everything. It made her not even want to date again. It made her almost, you know, think about unaliving herself. It really had her to the lowest of lows. He did everything under the sun. He stole from her. He damaged her things. He put hands on her. He cheated on her. Everything that somebody could do, that man did to her, according to Pat. So she even told me, like, yeah, and I hope you're nothing like that, because, like, I would hate to have to go through the same thing twice. Like, I don't want to be with someone like him ever again. Like, I hate him. I despise him. And I'm even asking her, like, you know, Patty, if it was that bad, why you didn't press charges? Why you didn't call the police? One thing about me, I got a lot to lose. You're not about to play with me or anything, my future, none of that. I'm calling them laws on you, player. But she was just like, oh, no, I just let it go. You know, I'm just going to let karma handle him or whatever. Like, I didn't have the energy to even deal with that, I was trying to move on. I tried to move on in grace. He's mad. He's angry. He's upset. He's obsessed with me. He still wants to be with me. Y'all, she just went on and on and on. At this point, I just feel like we didn't even really get a chance to look at the animals or the exhibit. The whole date turned to her talking about how an awful guy her ex was to her. And, like, don't get me wrong. I get it. You're venting. You know, you're getting it out. I didn't mind it, but it's just like, dang, I just really had high hopes of trying to get to know more about Patty. I know more about her ex still right now to this very day than I would ever know about Patty, y'all. But okay, cool. We're moving right along. We get back in the car. I'm letting her know, like, look, let's just get ready for dinner. I'm letting her know I'm so sorry that happened to you. You don't have to worry about that. I'm nothing like that. I won't damage your things. I won't put my hands on you. I'm not that type of person. I was raised better. You know, I'm just, like, really letting her know, like, I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about all that. You good. You safe. You in good hands. All hands. So boom, y'all, we make it to the dinner and it's beautiful inside. One thing, like I said about Patty, she loves a really good aesthetic. She loves good food. So I just made sure I mixed the two in one to make sure, you know, Patty was going to have a good time, especially after what we just went through at the aquarium. I just kind of wanted to pick her spirits up because it's like she was getting like, okay, emotional. You could tell that even talking about it just ruined her mood or whatever. So I'm just like, you know what? Forget all that. That's in the past. You with me now. Don't even worry about all that. Cute. Y'all, we sat down. We ordering food or whatever. We kind of like talking about some funny stuff that we seen like on social media or whatever. They bring the food out. We starting to eat. She asked me like, hey, you know, do you mind if I pray? I'm like, yeah, no, I don't mind. She's like, oh, well, that's great because that guy I was telling you about, he didn't want me to pray. He didn't believe in God, all this sort of stuff. Y'all, we back talking about the ex once again. I'm like, you know what? No, let's just go ahead and pray. Like, he bad vibes. You know, I don't know your ex, but I don't like your ex. Y'all, she had me hating this man. Like, everything he had done to her, everything he took her through, she had to go to therapy. She had to spend a couple of weeks at the crazy house, you know what I'm saying? She was telling me all this stuff, and I was like, yeah, nah, he's lame, corny, blue, tomato, y'all. And it's like, no matter how much I try to tell her, like, look, I'm not like that, you're good, leave him in the past, y'all. Again, just like the aquarium, the day was all about the ex. It's all talks about different situations, everything he did. He's a horrible person, he's a monster, he belongs in prison, this, and that, y'all. I still have yet to know anything about Patty. I don't, like, besides the basics of, like, you know, what she likes to do, her favorite color. But me, I like to get deep. I really want to know, like, other things. Forget all the basics. We can get into that later. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me a fun fact. It's to the point where even I start to lose my appetite because I'm just like, bro, we talking about this man again. Like, and I'm like, you know what? Even I told her, like, Patty, enough about him. Tell me about you. She's like, but it's so crazy. I feel like he ruined my life. I feel like I can't even say anything about myself without mentioning that man. And that's where I knew she had a problem because it's like, you could definitely tell me about yourself without bringing him up. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It's almost as if Patty didn't even care or didn't even pay attention to the fact that, like, look, I don't want to sit here and talk about your ex the whole time. I let you have it at the aquarium. I'm here to take you out at this nice restaurant on a nice little date, and you still want to talk about your ex. I wasn't feeling that. At this point, I just started to pick up my phone, and I know it may be a little rude, but it's just like, bro, I tried giving you all the signs. I even told her flat out, like, look, enough about him, about you. She still ignored that. At this point, I'm just on my phone scrolling on Instagram. I don't even want to hear that. Now, pay close attention. Before the date, you know, I had posted my feed or whatever, you know, from head to toe. One thing about me is y'all can always see. 9 times out of 10, if you see me, I'm going to have a hat on. I love hats. I have a crazy hat collection. Maybe I'll show y'all one day. But okay, so this guy slid up under my post and was like, hey, that hat hard. Where'd you get it from? And one thing about me, I'm not no gatekeeper. If I know where I got it from, I'm not going to pretend or say, oh, somebody bought it for me. I'm going to tell you. I mean, they didn't just make one for me. You want to know where I got something from, just ask me and I'll let you know. No shame. But anyway, I let him know, although it was a gift, you know, I think she got it customized from Liz. I think that's when the customization of the hats had just came out. People was like putting patches on it. People was adding like, you know, getting people's names sold on and things like that. So he was like, you know, that hat hard, I'm in the hats too. So he said that, you know, I went on his profile and I did see that he was like a hat collector and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna follow him back. I did not know he was following me. You know, we kind of in a conversation at DMs about hats, stuff like that. I followed him back. That was really it. Cute. I'm guessing Patty finally realized that I was just so, like, zoned out from her story or whatever, constantly talking about her ex. She's like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry. Like, honestly, like, I have a headache. Like, I'm ready to go home. Like, thank you for the day, stuff like that. And honestly, y'all, I knew that dropping Patty off, like, I'm done with her. Like, I felt like that was disrespectful the whole day. She wanted to bring up her ex. She didn't even acknowledge the fact that I was kind of, like, really wanted to know more about her. So I'm just like, look, once I drop her off, I'm good on that. I dropped her off. She's like, hey, let me know when you make it home, whatever. Y'all, when I got home, I did not text Patty. I was, like, highly annoyed because I'm just like, there's no way this girl just sat there and did all that. Like, for real. And to constantly say, like, oh, I'm over them, over this situation, it was just my biggest regret. Like, I'm just so happy I made it through. Like, I would never look his way again. But it's like, you're constantly bringing him up unprovoked. So I went to sleep. I didn't text Patty. I didn't call Patty, whatever. I woke up. Patty had texted me. I was like, look, I want you to grab your camera. I want to take it to some scenery. I want to see how good of a photographer you are. Now, I'm not going to lie. That did stand out to me because it's like, okay, you interested in my craft or whatever. You mentioned, you know, bring the camera out. And maybe you deserve another chance. Maybe I was too hard on you. Maybe I should have, you know, kind of just sat back and let you, you know, release all of that. But I just feel like, wow, this is a day. At the end of the day, I don't want it to be consumed by an ex because I would never do that. When you asked me why I was single, I kept it short and sweet. Y'all, it was even times where she's like, do you have any ex stories? And I'm like, you know, not that nothing's worth talking about. You know, we got in a relationship, we liked each other, it didn't work out, we broke up. That's really all I have to say. Unlike her, even though she told me that she had dated, you know, she had a couple of boyfriends, she had a couple of relationships, but it's just, I feel like this one ex that she would just constantly bring up all the time. But okay, I grab my camera, I meet Patty at like this little park, this little trail park and stuff like that. We walking, I'm taking pictures of her. You know, we starting to actually have a good time. So I'm kind of walking backwards, trying to capture her in front of me, and I almost tripped. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't, you know, break my camera. I'm so glad my camera didn't drop. She's like, why you saying it like that? Like you don't have insurance or anything? I'm like, no, I got insurance. I just don't want my camera to break. You know, like that's it. That's all. She's like, well, you was lucky. I wish I had insurance when my ex broke into my house, smashed all my things, did all of this, did all of that. I'm just like, brother, here we go again. I already know. You don't even have to tell me. I already know you talking about that one ex. And it wasn't until then I'm like, you know what? I feel like I know why Patty's single. Because this can become so annoying. This can just become so overwhelming. Like, oh, like, well, you have to stop. At some point, it just can't keep on being about this one particular ex. Like, just stop. So again, y'all, we on the trail. We walking the trail. I'm not even taking pictures anymore. I'm walking behind Patty. Patty is just telling me about the time where there's her monster of an ex broke into her apartment, stole all of her things, damaged everything, whatever. She had to end up breaking her lease, whatever, all this other bad stuff. Y'all, I get on my phone again. I'm just scrolling on my Instagram. So at this point, I watched the guy's story. Let's call him, it's about time for us to give him a name. We're going to call him LeBron. And I'm saying this, and I know when he sees, he's going to think it's so funny. LeBron is one of his favorite basketball players, whatever like that. So we're just going to call him LeBron. LeBron is the guy that, you know, slid up and was like, hey, I love that hat. You know, he have a hat collection. I follow him back on Instagram. Cool, that's all it was. So I come across LeBron's story, and I see that LeBron has posted a story of a hat, and it's like, that's a collector, and I wanted it, and I ended up missing the drop. So I just stood up and was like, dang, you know, you're so lucky I wanted that hat, like, but don't worry, I'm gonna get my hands on it, whatever, cool. So he texts back, you know, replies back, and he says, well, lucky for you, I bought two. He's like, and I can sell it to you, you know, like, that's if you want it. I'm like, yeah, like, are you for real? Like, you, and he, like, you know, sent me another picture of two hats of the same kind right beside each other. He's like, yeah, it's sitting right here. I made a mistake and ordered two or whatever, but I'll definitely sell it to you. I won't let nobody else get it or whatever. Like, just let me know where you want to meet. Anything is cool with me. Y'all, still Patty is going on and on, but I didn't care. Honestly, that made my day because I had that hat on my hit list. I'm like, you know what? As soon as it drops, drop, I'm gonna get it. But, you know, a lot of things going on. I'm busy working. I'm busy with photography. It slipped my mind. But lucky for me, LeBron got me, y'all. So he told me, like, look, if you're not doing anything later, you know, you can just come by my crib and get it or whatever. Like, whatever you feel safe with, you know, it's cool. He's like, I live in an area where it's always busy. It's always people by, whatever. So it won't be, like, on no creep stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, send me the Addy. Cute. So I told Petty, like, look, let's just start walking back to the car. Like, honestly, I got to go pick up something or whatever. It's this hat I really want, and he wants to sell it to me, this guy, whatever. And she's like, oh, okay, well, you know, still in La La Land about telling me what the ex has done to her and all these bad things. I'm like, okay, cool. Look, I'm going to drop you off. I'm going to get the hat. And, you know, just text me. Maybe we can link later. Y'all, I'm not going to lie. That was the last straw for me. I felt like I tried to give you a chance to, you know, make up for it, to make it better, stuff like that. And you still failed at that. Y'all, I was done with Patty. Little did she know. Okay, so I dropped Patty off because honestly, she was giving me a headache, y'all. We got in the car. She was still telling me about, like, how she used to hate being in the car with her ex because he drives super fast. He used to scare her away. I'm just like, bro, is you? Say it with me, y'all. Is she cool? But anyway, she get out. I hit LeBron up on Instagram. He's like, look, I'm on my way. You know, my ETA, like, I'm 20 minutes from me. He's like, okay, cool. I'll be standing outside. You know, I already have the hat ready. Kill. So I'm just driving, you know, trying to get my vibe right because I could tell I was slightly annoyed again by Patty bringing up her ex for the million gazillion time. I make it up, you know, to LeBron's house. I'm walking up, whatever. I still have my camera around my neck. Okay, cool. So, you know, we just sitting there talking. He's like, you know, nice to meet you. I'm showing him some stuff in my collection off my phone. He's like, you know, if you want to come in, you know, show me some stuff. You know, I don't know why, but LeBron just seemed like a very trusting dude. So, yeah, I walked in the house. I'm looking around in his tats and stuff like that. He's like, maybe you want to buy a tray or whatever. He's like, I'm cool with that. You know, I just really love my hat, stuff like that. He's like, oh, you know, so you're a photographer. I tell him, yeah, whatever. He's like, you know, can I take a look at your work, whatever? Maybe I want to, you know, do a photo shoot. He's into sneakers too. His birthday is coming up, whatever like that. He's like, I'll definitely be willing to book with you, you know, if you got good work. I take my camera off my neck, you know, LeBron is going through my pictures, whatever like that. And he's like, wait, hold on. You know her? He flips the camera around and he's like, is she just a client or do you know her? I was like, who, Patty? He's like, yeah, how you know her? I'm like, oh, I just met her a couple of days ago. You know, she cool or whatever. I mean, what's it to ya? He's like, bro, this is my ex. This is my crazy ex. Like, bro, she is so, make sure you be careful with her for real. He's like, because I feel like she's into girls, but she don't really, like, she never really said it. She always denied or whatever. But you got to really watch her, bro. But yeah, this is my crazy ex. I haven't seen her in so long, and I don't know, it just gave me chills coming across her picture. And I'm like, that's funny that you said that that's your ex, because I was like, you know, low-key talking to her, you know, being into her, stuff like that. So that is crazy. It's a very small world. He's like, what? He's like, man, she did so many crazy things to me, man. Like, literally, she had me traumatized. And I was like, you know what's crazy? I was low-key annoyed before I came over here because she was telling me about an ex that has also done so many traumatizing things to her. Mind y'all, she never mentioned a name. She never showed me no picture, no none of that, right? So LeBron was like, nah, I highly doubt that. Anybody like that I know that she dated, she was always a crazy one. She's always ran across the good guys and she tried to make them crazy, stuff like that. And he's telling me, like, I remember this one time she literally broke into one of my old apartments and, like, literally trashed it. Hold on, y'all. That story sound a little familiar. So I'm like, wait a minute. She told me that one of her exes broke into her apartment. He like, let me guess. She said that somebody broke in, trashed it, whatever like that, and made her move and break the lease and stuff like that. I was like, yeah. He was like, man, nah, she did that to me, and I actually got the proof. I got the receipts. Now, one thing about Patty, y'all, she never showed me. I ain't never seen no picture. I ain't never seen no text message. I never seen nothing that she was claiming to have been done to her. When I tell y'all LeBron had receipts on top of receipts on top of receipts, every story that Patty told me didn't even happen to her. It happened to him, and she's the one that did it. Clock that T, clock it, clock it, clock it, clock that T, clock that T, clock that. Y'all clocking it because I'm clocking it. Clock the T, okay? Y'all, I was so flabbergasted. Literally every story, he's like, what else did she tell you? I'm like, yeah, she also told me about the time, like, she was in a car with you, and I guess she was driving so fast. He's like, bro, I literally have a video begging this girl to slow down. She would, like, ask if she could drive. I was like, you know, okay, cool. And she would ask me, like, have I been talking to other girls? And if I didn't answer, she would constantly speed up. Y'all, she showed me that video, and my jaw was on the floor. Mouth wide open. I am Shockington, okay? Literally every single thing she told me was a lie. She tried to paint, I told y'all, she tried to paint this man out to be a monster. I'm talking about, he used to be in jail. He caused me years of trauma. Y'all, she never went to therapy. Never went to the crazy house. None of. She did all of that to him because he no longer wanted to be with her. He's like, bro, she's a pathological liar. All she do is lie. She lies for fun. She lies like she getting paid for it, and I could never do that. Like, I just couldn't do it. When he told Patty that he wanted to move on, oh, hell, bro, she was not going for that. She did not want nobody being with that man. She did not want nobody having that man. And that's when all the crazy stuff transpired. And that's also when she began to do all the things that she said he did. She did that to him. I don't take it all in. I'm still taking it in. I still can't because I'm just like, well, I'm provoked. All I asked her was why she's single. She didn't even have to bring up the end. She didn't have to make up none of the situations. She literally just took his situation and made it hers and still played the victim. Oh, I'm so traumatized. I don't know if I will be able to date again. Like, I really hope that you're not the type of person. Me? You the devil. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Me and LeBron spent hours at his house just he was showing, y'all, he had every piece of proof from videos to voice recordings to text messages to even old DMs before he blocked her, y'all. He was showing me every piece of everything. Patty was a psycho. He's even like, you know, what you gonna do, man? Like, how you gonna, like, are you gonna say anything? Y'all, I was still so shocked. I didn't know how I wanted to handle the situation, honestly. It was getting kind of late, whatever. I think LeBron for the hat, you know, we locked in each other's numbers. He's like, you know, feel free. Like, I'm not the enemy. I wouldn't do anything to you. I'm a good person of character. You can call anybody, you know, in my phone and they'll, you know, be able to verify my story. I'm not lying. Just please be careful of that girl. That's all. Like, I'm really trying to look out for you. You seem like a pretty cool person. I don't want her to try to ruin your life. I had no choice but to believe LeBron, y'all. He had the proof. He had the receipts. And I did not know how to move forward Patty. Not gonna lie. When I went home, Patty was calling, texting. And y'all, I just had no desire to text back. I'm thinking, like, you know what? I could just ghost her and just be that. Like, even though I wanted to confront her so bad, I'm just like, you know what? It's not even worth it. Not for attention, I don't do nothing but lie or maybe, like, be upset and, like, want to meet up and talk about it. Y'all, I was just so over. I could not believe for days how she put on this persona, like, oh, I'm just so heartbroken. I'm traumatized. And I'm such a good person. I do all these good things for these good people, and they don't be good people in return. They just use me and throw me off to the side. Everything was a lie. So yeah, I stopped answering the calls. I stopped texting her. I blocked her off my social media. Like, that was just that. I kept going. I continued living my life until one day, y'all, Patty sent me this long text. Like, it just basically said, oh my God, I can't believe you. If you weren't that into me, you could have said something. We're all adults. You're immature. You're childish. How could you ghost me? All this and all that. But the thing that really lit a fire under me, she's like, you're nothing like my ex. You're probably even worse. At least he had the balls to let me know that he didn't want to do this anymore. Oh. She goes on to say, you said that you weren't going to be anything like him. You wasn't going to take me through that. But both of you hurt me. I don't even have a heart left. I hope you're happy. Now, I said I wasn't going to say nothing, right? I said I wasn't going to confront her, right? I was just going to let her go in peace. Whatever helps Patty sleep better at night, I was going to let Patty do that. I wasn't going to say how I caught you up in a gazillion lies, how you don't even know that. It was so crazy that the person that sold me the hat just so happened to be your ex. This man that you have been lying on, you told so many lies on this man. I was just going to let you have it, Patty. Now I got to cook you. Now I gotta cook you up. I gotta cook you, and you gotta be well done at this point. I gotta cook you up and serve you on a platter, because that's what you want. So I told Patty, like, look, you know, like, let's just meet up, whatever, like, talk or whatever. Like, I just really want to apologize for it. Like, I'm just trying to meet up with her. She's like, you know what? I'm just gonna give you 5 minutes to hear you out, but honestly, I'm already over it. I want nothing to do with you. And that makes it 2 of us now. So I called LeBron and I told him, like, you ain't gonna believe what happened. I told him, like, look, so basically I ghosted Patty. I didn't have nothing to say to her. You obviously proved to me that she was a liar. I don't want to have nothing to do with those type of people that can't be trusted. And she come telling me, I'm worse than you. I broke her heart. I'm a nothing person. This, and that, whatever. Like, he's like, no way. He's like, bro, I told you, you have to steer clear away from that girl. Like, she has some issues that probably can't even be solved. So while me and LeBron talking, you know, Patty texts me. She's like, so where you gonna meet up for this little? Because it's not a date. It's just a talk. I'm gonna hear you out and then I'm gonna just leave. Well, I told LeBron was like, you know what we should do? You should come over my house and invite her, just like, because she don't know my new spot. She don't know where I live, so just invite her. One thing about me, I love a little plot twist. I like a little next 7 now and then, LeBron. Now you're thinking, you know what I mean? So, boom, shakalaka, y'all. I head over to LeBron's house. I'm there. You know, I tell Patty, like, look, just meet me here. You know, we can talk, whatever. Cool. She's like, all right, I'm on my way now, whatever. But don't expect me to stay over there late or nothing like that. There's nothing. You lost those privileges. Like, please. Y'all, an hour passed by. Finally, here come Patty knocking at the door. And it's like, we just like, okay, should you open the door? Should I open the door? Should you open the door? Nah, y'all. LeBron need to open the door. Right now, should I have opened the door or should LeBron have opened the door? I want to know what y'all think. I'm like, rock, paper, scissors. So real quick, rock, paper, scissors. Tornado, you lost. You got to open the door. I got the tornado. You lost. You got to open the door. And besides, it's your house. You're opening that door. Y'all, the look on Patty's face when LeBron opened that door.
With so many choices on Booking.com, there are so many Tina Feys I could be. Music buff Tina at a Nashville vacation home, or just buff Tina at a hotel gym. Book whoever you want to be. Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
I I'll give anything to see it again and replay it. We should have been recording. Everything was just so in the moment, y'all. We didn't even think to have it on camera. I wish I could post that clip of her, y'all. I don't know if she wanted to scream or pass out or throw up or run away, y'all. All over her face, you could just tell, like, the utter, complete shock. We should nominate her for a Grammy. Patty need a Grammy for that one. Like, it was just, wow. She was blown away. Immediately, here I come walking up, and she sees me. She's like, what the? You're weird. Why you're over his house? How do you guys even know each other? Both of you guys are weird. Oh, my God, I'm going to call the police. And tell them what? That you lied on this man, that you literally defamed his name, defamed his character. You going around saying he did all these things that he didn't, and you didn't even know the odds of us actually linking up and finding out that you lied about everything. I told her, Patty, I already seen everything. Seen the screenshots, heard divorce recordings, I seen the text messages. You're a liar, bro. You sit there talking about how you so done with me, you don't want to fool with me no more. I don't want you nowhere near me. You're the real weirdo here, okay? Me and her started going back and forth, passing words. LeBron kind of stepped in between us. She's trying to get big. I'm just like, you're obviously mad because you're embarrassed. You're obviously mad because you're a liar. Bro, leave me alone. LeBron said, Patty, like, look, get out of my house and stay away. I would still put a restraining order on you. Leave us alone. You're weird. It's not, like, keep my name out your mouth. I don't know, like, who you trying to paint me as, but I did none of those things to you. You're hurt. You need to move on and let me go. Y'all, Patty ran to her car and was like, I'm going to make y'all pay for this. Girl, please. Me and LeBron spent hours, y'all, just kicking it, just laughing. Like, did you see the look on her face? No, did you see when she said this? She didn't have nothing else to do but try to get mad and fight. That's how you know it's over. Like, you have nothing to say to defend yourself. All you want to do is fight. Like, girl, we're beyond that. You need help. Don't fight us. Fight with that mind. Fight with that imagination of yours. That's the only person you need to be fighting with. I didn't have to worry about Patty from that day forward, y'all. She no longer hit me up. She stayed very far away from me. It's just like she was completely embarrassed, and I totally understand. If I was you, I would be the same too. To this day, me and LeBron still super duper cool. He still collects his hats. I'm not really much of a hat collector, but I still have mine. Shout out to you, LeBron. You was the real MVP for not only like coming through telling me about her, but showing me the receipts and everything like that. Just being a really good guy overall. LeBron was the real victim here in this story, and I'm just so sorry because, like I told LeBron, Patty had me hating you. I was just like, what kind of guy would do that? Whatever like that. Oh, he's gonna get his karma, whatever. He's gonna get what he deserved. Y'all, the only person that need that is Patty. Boom, shakalaka, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed that story time. It's been a minute since I gave y'all a full story time, so there you are. Y'all deserve it. Thanks for locking in with me. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, show a little love, and until then, we'll meet again for the next story time.
Who are you?
Marty Sosa.
You are Chief?
Keith.
And welcome to Glow Mind Studio.
Glowed Mind, yeah.
The last time I tried to talk to you was in Chicago at Lyrical Lemonade's Summer Smash.
You know, I've been so like, why I never
ain't gonna lie.
That was an amazing show you put on, and
now
now we're here at your
figure out
home
some
studio.
shit about me.
What was it like coming back to Chicago?
Cause I ain't gonna lie.
What was that show like?
It was fun. It was
that should be hard for a nigga to know me and know what school and shit I went to and shit.
But what was it like to return to
But I feel like this nigga know, like, he be doing some goddamn research.
It was kind of cool. So it was cool. I ain't been in like 12 years. So
he be goddamn going to the places and shit.
How close was he to doing documentaries before? Now he's doing a documentary on you. That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, that's actually dope. But I don't know if he done documentary before or not. I don't know. But it's dope that we doing on me coming back to Chicago.
And right off the bat, I have a gift for you, an Ocean's 11 vinyl record. Because Ocean's 11 is very important to you.
Yeah, okay, so you know that. You got the info. Yeah, I fuck with all Oceans. Oceans 8, Oceans 11, Oceans 12. I like all of them.
And check out that Ocean's vinyl for the actual vinyl. If you pull it out, it looks like a roulette wheel.
Car rentals, flights, and stays.
And that's a gift for you, some Ocean's 11. How'd you get into Ocean's 11?
I like movies, and I'll be watching movies, and I forgot how I ended up seeing Oceans. What was that? Probably my grandma's house, most likely.
How old were you?
I don't know. Whenever the first Oceans came out. So, I don't know what year that was. Maybe 2000 and... I don't know. 10, 9? No, wait. I don't know. 6. Such a shit. I don't know.
Well, that's a gift for you, Keith. From Adriana's to Summer Smash.
How you know Adriana's?
Well, you were Chief Keef. We have to know.
Okay, Adriana's, yeah. Adriana's.
What was that like, Adriana's?
Adriana's, that was like my first probably show or second. Probably my first or second show. Compared to coming back home and, yeah, that's crazy. It's a little club. It's a little small club. Well, it was a little club. I don't even think it's a thing no more.
When you think of the difference, it's incredible, isn't it? To go from the club to like a giant fest.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That'd be crazy to anybody. Yeah, that's wonderful.
And that was for Cole Bennett's Fest.
Yeah.
And also, you were on this vinyl right here doing Say Your Grace. Do you remember Say Your Grace?
Yeah, Say Your Grace. Okay, that's the code. Okay.
So you're on Cole's vinyl. Check out the color of the vinyl. It's yellow vinyl. If we pull it out.
Okay, yeah.
For Lyrical Lemonade.
What the hell? It's a curtain. It's a yellow curtain.
For like the video.
That's hard.
What do you remember about the Say Your Grace vid? And what do you remember about the Say Your Grace tune?
The video, I blew a suit jacket and some black jeans.
And you had never done that before, had you?
No.
How hard is it to convince Chief Keef to do something? Like Cole got you to wear a suit. Did he ask or did he just show up?
Cole actually, he asked me to do that, but I don't know. I wasn't gonna do it, but I just said I'm gonna test it out. I wasn't gonna do the whole thing though. I just only did the top. I didn't wanna do the bottoms and the rest of it.
But that was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
How about for making the song? Where'd you make the song?
I think I was at my house. I was at home.
What's that process like? Like making a song at your house as opposed to like Lo-Fi?
It's the same thing. It's just bigger speakers. I'm in a bigger studio. I mean, not a bigger studio, but like I got it's studio speakers here compared to the other studios just back from Guitar Center. Yeah.
And I think it's great. In Say Your Grace, you sample, and I have another gift for you, some Donny Hathaway in that song.
Oh,
and that's a gift for you, some Donny Hathaway.
This is one of my grandma's favorite people. It's crazy. Appreciate this. One of my grandma's favorite people was Marvin Gaye, him, and probably like 3 other people I can't think of.
And that's where you first heard Donny?
Yeah. My grandma had a lot of like this stuff right here in her house when I was little.
That's cool to go over to her house and hear cool music.
Yeah, she had all the stuff, everything.
Did some of your friends hang out there too, at the grandma's house listening to tunes?
Nah, not then. When she had the stereo and stuff. No, she was mean.
What was it like coming up with a beat?
With the beat for
Say Your Grace?
I was just going through some stuff that I had on my computer, literally, and just playing stuff, and I heard that sound, and I was like, oh, let's see what I can do with that. And I ended up being Say Your Grace.
And Chief Keef, you have a new song, I'm Trying to Sleep.
Funny as hell. Yeah, I'm trying to sleep. What about it?
Well, I was wondering, like, you danced in your bed as a kid, and you're trying to sleep.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I said I danced I forgot.
Benny Siegel lyrics?
Yeah, how you know Benny Siegel? You know about Benny Siegel?
Well, you are Chief Keef. We have to know. Yeah. What happened there, though? Dancing on your bed, Benny Siegel lyrics. What happened there?
No, it just came across my mind, and that's just how it came out.
I'm trying to sleep. Oh, what about that song? I'm trying to sleep.
I'm trying to sleep. I mean, I don't know. I made that beat too, though.
Amazing.
You like it?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to sleep. I was trying to sleep. I couldn't sleep. Yeah, I was tired. And then I made that song somehow. I guess that's just why I did that song and went to bed.
And then you woke up and it was done.
Yeah.
That's a great feeling, isn't it?
And then I woke up, it was on All My Soul 2, and All My Soul 2 was out in the world, and they was like, oh, this is hard.
And just back from the tour, too.
Yeah, I just got back from tour, yeah.
Yeah, how was that, going out the road?
It was lit. It was lit up. Shout out to everybody that came out.
Was it tiring?
Yeah, I like being at home.
So,
Had fun, though. Had fun.
Yeah, like after the concerts, did you feel like going out or feel like sleeping? What exactly was up to?
I was chilling, actually. I was ready to go home, though, but I was chilling.
Total domination.
What's that? Oh, for real.
Thank you, Arby's.
Arby's? How you know about Arby's? Yeah, you know, like Arby's is something?
Well, you are Chief Keef. We have to know. What's the connection between you and Arby's?
I like beef and cheddars. I used to love Arby's, but I grew out of that.
Oh, you like beef and cheddar?
Used to. Not really no more. I like homemade food nowadays. I don't really like to eat out like that.
What do you like homemade food? Like what homemade food do you really like?
Jerk egg rolls. And I like rice with a lot of stuff. I like tacos. I like curry chicken. I like kung pao chicken. I like beef stew.
Volcano.
Okay, volcano. I used to love volcanoes, so I grew out of that too. I used to love that though. When I first moved to LA, yeah.
And your mom at Arby's used money to buy a webcam.
You tell my mom working at Arby's too, though. I forgot all the fucking about that, dude. And yeah, my mom bought me. I forgot what she bought me. Shit, yeah.
A webcam.
You know more than me, for real, for real. This ain't even. You gotta remind me what the stuff you saying. But yeah, my mom worked at Arby's and she did buy me some. Maybe it wasn't webcam. I don't know, bro.
That's amazing. Arby's money. Thank you, Arby's.
Yeah, my mama did. Yeah, thank you, Arby's. What the hell?
It's so young for you to get involved in music at age 13? Is that when it began, the mixtape at 13?
I think that was probably my first mixtape, but I think I started rapping in 2008, so that was, y'all was 13. Yeah.
Incredible. What was that like, being so young? Were there people around you, or were you like the only one that was kind of into doing mixtapes?
I was the youngest one.
Yeah.
I had people around me, but I was the youngest one to do it. Everybody else was like older than me. They was like, if I was 13, they was like already 16, 17, 18.
And what did they think about you doing music? Were they kind of like, why are you doing music? Did they have any sort of reservations with you doing music?
A lot of my friends did. Yeah, they used to be tripping. And you're like, you ain't going nowhere. Yeah.
And I was curious, so what can you say about this fellow right here, DJ Ken?
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out DJ Ken, man. That's my boy.
What was this mixtape all about?
This is DJ Ken tape, actually. Chicago Mania Wild, All or Nothing. Yeah, this was DJ Ken tape that he put together that he wanted to drop. And he just put a few songs for me and my cousin and a couple of people that came to the studio on here. This is when my cousin Blood Money went by Maniac. That's when his name was Maniac. R.I.P. Blood Money. But yeah, that's when my cousin went by Maniac. But yeah, this is something that he put together, DJ Ken put it together and dropped this.
Like it says hosted by Chief Keef.
He had me do some talking and stuff.
Do you remember what he did?
No, I don't remember what I did. I ain't gonna lie, but I remember him having me talk and host the tape.
And he worked at a restaurant in the North Side to get money for this?
Ken didn't have no job. His job was, he literally was just doing the studio stuff. So that's what he was doing. I don't know how he got no money. Maybe he got it from studio time. Yeah, people come and pay studio time. I just didn't know how to pay.
Yeah. And Chief Keef, we have another gift for you right here, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles LP.
What in the world?
A vinyl LP.
Okay.
And you can open it up right there.
I still love them turtles for sure. Okay. I don't know who's telling you my business. You know I like the turtles. Well, you are cheeky if you got. I got them. No, you got them. Right. But I can't know. You can't tell. Not on camera. This is dope though.
But check out the vinyl.
This is very dope. Okay. Oh shit. That is like, well, this is like Leonardo, I think, or Michael. I don't know which one. Leonardo. That's Leonardo. What the fuck is this? I don't know. Tell me what it is. But yeah, this is very, very, very cool. I like this.
have another gift for you, Chief Keef. We have, actually going way back, some vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja cards from 1990 with gum.
I can tell.
With gum.
I feel it going right here. And you can tell it's from 19-something.
No, I'm not saying try the gum.
No, I'm not. Don't try it. I mean, this is something that just won't be open. It's probably like sit on the shelf. I put it on the shelf in a room, or in a collectible room or something like that. Yeah, you know.
Do you have many other collectibles?
Not really collect old stuff like that. I like a lot of new things. Stuff that just came out. I don't really like old stuff like that.
But right here, there's some amazing stuff, animals, etc. Could you describe, like, what are we looking at right there?
Shit. That's the Glow Man's. That's my brand. You know Pikachu. I don't know who that is. That the cube, a watermelon ice cube. I don't know who that is. That's my Glow Sun. Moon. That's the Thoughtbreaker. You know that animal with the donut and the cut in the world. And then you know the Glow. It's my logo. Then that's you.
That's not Radio and Serviette. Live with Chief. Yeah!
Hey, buddy. And
I have another gift for you. Some more Chicago history. We have a Bump J 12-inch.
Bump J, legendary. Wow. Bump J.
What can you tell the people about Bump J?
Move around, clown. They know what they know. If you know Bump J, you know. Yeah, move around.
Because he was one rapper around the same time that you were starting out.
Look, move around. There go the song. There you go. Ooh, there you go. First single. Move around. I ain't even read that right there. I don't see his face. Yeah.
So, Bump J?
Bump J.
Also, legends, Do or Die. What can you say about Do or Die?
I really,
They were kind of a bit before you, weren't they?
I don't really know too much about them, but do you want to ride in the backseat of it? That's Do or Die. In the backseat of a Cat A, chop it up with Do or Die.
So you know the legend.
I mean, that's what I know. I don't really know too much about them. I know more about Bump J, though.
What about the LEP?
Okay, I know a lot about the LEP boys, the Bogus Boys.
Yeah, what can you say about them?
The Legends of the city, for sure. Yeah.
Because they also had like a D-Gaines video.
Yeah, they did. They did a lot of stuff. They was doing a lot of stuff when I was like back then, trying to come up.
And it's like a chop beat too as well?
I don't know about that. Maybe most likely they did. Yeah, most likely.
Cool. I was gonna approach you like this. Baby, do you like lasagna?
Lasagna?
Lasagna!
So did I say that?
Yes.
Fuck.
You my number one.
Oh, shit. Okay. You know. Okay, baby, you my number one. I said something about lasagna?
Yeah.
I make a lot of music, bro.
That is an amazing line, though.
You like lasagna?
I do love lasagna.
I used to love lasagna too, but I don't like lasagna. It's alright. I grew out of that.
And on honor of, lasagna, food, etc., I have a gift for you, a White Castle Funko.
I love White Castle. Okay, that's kind of cool. This is very cool. What the hell? Got as a White Castle? The fuck? It's a White Castle burger with legs. That's too hard.
What's your relationship with White Castle?
Man, that's some Chicago stuff. When I was little, I used to let her go to White Castles and get sliders. And we still go to White Castles now. I send my assistant to White Castle sometimes too.
There's one in Vegas, or is there one out here? Or
Vegas, go get on a plane, get it, or something.
Or one day, to just go to plane and get the White Castle?
Hell yeah.
What about you opening a White Castle franchise out here? Have you thought about that ever?
I won't. Yeah, that's the thing that I've been wanting to do, actually. But,
Also, Papaya Dog.
Papaya Dog. Okay. That's like New York.
Yeah, New York. Yeah. Hot dogs.
Yeah. We be eating there. Sometimes we used to eat there. I don't think we eat that no more.
You're eating at home now.
Yeah, I mean, but when we go to New York, we just in New York when we don't think we ain't think about that shit.
What about Tahiti Treat?
Okay, Tahitian treat.
Yes. Yeah,
Tahitian treat. Yeah, that's a drink I used to love when I was a kid.
I was curious, what exactly is going on in this photo right here?
Why? I got power to girl glasses. And then I took this picture. I don't know. I was tripping, man. I don't know. I said, let me see your glasses. She let me see her glasses. And then I took this picture, and I don't know how I let this get on. Hey, man, whatever, though, man. I put it on tag, though. I put it on my tagged.
It's amazing. I love the hair, too.
And Mohawk, yeah.
What was that like, having a mohawk?
Man, that was the style then. It was when Travis Porter and everybody was also, it's like, yeah, we was doing that.
So are other people having a mohawk as well?
Yep. I know some gangsters that had a mohawk.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the reaction for him having a mohawk?
It was a thing. Yeah, I'm saying it's the same thing as any other hair. Same thing.
In this song, quote, I'm from O Block, that's my block, you sample Yazoo, which is really cool, and I have a gift for you, some Yaz as well.
O Block, wait, what song? Tell me what's...
Laughing to the Bank samples.
Bitch, I'm from O Block. I'm O Block, that's my block. If I get whacked, ha ha ha.
Laughing to the Bank. And you sample Yazoo, Yaz.
So you wait, this was in the song?
Yes, that's the sample.
Okay, I didn't make that beat. YG made that beat. Yeah, so I don't know that. That's crazy, but this is okay. That's hard.
But that's a gift for you.
You do your research, and thank you. This is very, very cool.
Well, I think it's cool because you sample that. It makes me investigate that. You turn me on to that.
Then you turn me on to that. So now I know. What sample was in the song and all that. Because I didn't know there was no sample on that song. Go on.
And you do a lot of producing now yourself, don't you?
Yeah, all day.
And I have another gift for you right here, a producer record. This is like a generic producer record for you to use, possibly.
What's on here?
Well, it's really interesting. It's like it's a whole bunch of like commercial songs, like beds and vocals, instrumentals. Maybe somebody you could grab drums from, etc. So the various songs. It's like a producer record.
Okay. Yeah, somehow I don't know how I'm gonna see what's on here. I have to get one of those
turntables.
Yeah, I gotta get one of those. I ain't got one. Maybe we get one here or something and then see what's up with all of this stuff. Actually, all these binders you gave me a lot of them.
Well, you are chief.
No, I are.
Only if that's for Chief Keef. Also, I was looking, you did a song with Skrillex a little while back. What was that like, doing with Skrillex?
Yeah, Skrillex is very dope. Yeah, I fuck with Skrillex real hard.
How did that come about?
Bobby Raps, my boy. He linked that up somehow. I forgot. I think he friends. He called Skrillex and was like, "Yeah, pull up right now." And Skrillex pulled up. I'm like, what? Yeah.
And the song came out. That's pretty new. That song.
Yeah. I think it's me and Corbin on there and Skrillex or something like that. Yep. Yeah, that's probably like last year. 2023, I think. Yeah.
So did you have the verse kind of planned, or did you just do when they pulled up? How does that work when somebody just pulls? Is there a lot of pressure?
That right here, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, it wasn't planned. I just heard, I was listening, and then I just was rapping. Yeah, I was just listening and then rapped.
And I think it's really cool. You have the song Still.
Okay, so you know about Still. Wait. Talking about the old Still? Because that's too... You can't be talking about new Still. You don't know no Still.